at the Valley Restaurant and Pub, located in Long Valley in the Valley Professional Center. My name's Tim Januszewski, and I've been in the restaurant business. I've owned this for about 30 years now. We started in another location right down the street, and about 10 years ago we moved into this current location, and we started as a pizzeria, Italian restaurant, and we split the restaurant, and the pizzeria is now at another location, owned by another person. My theory has always been to give generous portions at a good value. I'd rather not have the markup on food, and then just run a few different ideas. Run a few specials. We also came up with some weekend ideas as far as keeping people coming in, and that's really about it. You got to come up with different ideas. We've always been a local establishment, so we rely a lot on the locals that live in the area. They kept coming in. We really didn't see a drop-off. What we saw was just a steady. It wasn't a real increase, but it wasn't real. It was just maintained a steady. You can't take your business for granted. You have to come up with different ideas to keep people coming into the door.
My name is Brad Lowmaster, and I'm a manager here at the Long Valley Brew Pub. Actually have been doing management over the whole property. The whole property is known as Restaurant Village, where we have not only the brew pub, but we have a restaurant, Splash, and a bakery right next door to it as well. The atmosphere that this brings to everyone, when you walk in the door, the first thing you see is the bar. Right behind it is where we brew the beer. We only serve our house brewed beer here, and the two guys are able to produce it themselves. Our Amber's probably our best-selling beer, but our Lazy Jake Porter, as you can see by these behind us, has won the most awards out of all the beers. So those are our top two. Last winter, we were definitely on the slower side, but once, like I said, we have our patio. Once that opens up, we get extremely busy. We were busy all through October, November. It's the busiest time of the year here. And then this winter was the busiest I've ever worked. Different theories about it. I like to think that it's because we're doing a good job, good service and good food. But other theories that we go with too, because of the recession, maybe people don't want to go spend a lot of money on vacations and everything. So they go out to eat instead. And this is a great place for it because it's the atmosphere. It's a great place to go. We train all the staff. One of their training is to know what beer would be similar to another kind of beer. So we also give samplers, so you can try one of each of all the beers. Also let someone taste the beer before they go ahead and buy it.
Like most beers, it is just light in flavor. Our next one is the American Pale Ale, very similar to a Sierra Nevada.
Well, I've been here quite a few times. I've been living here for my entire life, 24 years. So I've had the Hookerman's Light every time I've been here, and it's never failed to impress. But I've been more of a Sam Adams guy lately, a Guinness guy. My dad was Guinness. He introduced me to Guinness, so I like the harder beers. So tonight I tried the Lazy Jake. The Lazy Jake was dark, it's robust. They describe it as a black beer with a hearty roasted flavor. It is. I prefer Guinness over it. It's a little too strong for my taste. It's like a black coffee almost. For a private brewery, they've been out doing the mainstream beers for a long time. And, the next time you think of grabbing a Sam Adams or a seasonal, they have seasonal too, it would probably destroy Sam Adams seasonal.
You have your restaurant business, and you have a lunch business, you have your nighttime business, and up to about 9 or 10 o'clock, the business takes on a new dynamic. It takes on the people that are just getting out of work, people that want to go out, and they want to be entertained. So on Friday, Saturday nights, we provide that entertainment.
We do music Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We try and do acoustics, more mellow bands on Thursdays, and we go full-out bands usually on Fridays. to try and get a late night build up a late night crowd. From 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock, usually nonstop. You're going to be on a wait trying to get in the door here. It's definitely our busy time.
We try to do, on different nights, we try to do different things. Some special occasion nights, St. Patty's Day, for example, or anything we can come up with during the week, we'll try to also bring in that crowd. The people that work here have probably, I've had the same employees since I've opened the doors here 10 years. I've had some employees that still work here that were in the old place, so more than 15, 20 years. I have a bartender that's been here for probably close to 20 years, and a couple servers. When the chains come in, you really don't feel it, but you know they're out there. But like I said, being an independent and speaking on behalf of all independents, I think we have an advantage of coming up with our own ideas whenever we want to do them.